right, guys, welcome back to our final segment of this week's episode. And we're talking about video games, and this week we're talking about Injustice 2.
Yeah.
Injustice 2, man. So, just a little background. We're fighting games. That's one of our favorite genres of video games.
Yeah, it definitely is.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely play a huge variety of them. I was new to the Injustice. I never really was very good at side-scroller fighting games, Mortal Kombat,
you
Street
never really
Fighter.
played the first one, did you?
No, I never really played the first Injustice, but I got really, really into Injustice 2.
Yeah, man.
This game is fantastic. It is so smooth. I love it. God, it's so good.
Injustice 2 is for, in terms of fighting games go.
I could go on all day about how
fantastic.
good this game is.
Man, it's fun, man. Maybe we'll do an episode or a segment, maybe not just about a fighting game specifically, but just our history of fighting games. That's cool. Just talk about the genre in general in one time. That'll be cool. But for this one, we're just talking about Injustice 2 specifically. It is a DC fighting game stylized after Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, NetherRealm.
NetherRealm, same studio.
I actually have Mortal Kombat 10
X,
too. It's a good game. It's a decent game. Just Injustice 2 just does it so much better.
I guess we can get into it. We'll get into it a little bit later. So
yeah, we can.
So lately, the last several iterations of fighting games, they've kind of developed into it where you don't really think of a fighting game as like having like a story mode or anything like that. But
nothing too crazy.
They've I think Mortal Kombat kind of really kicked it off with having a story mode.
Dead or Alive had a story mode. Soul Calibur had a little bit of a story mode.
In their own way, is very cheap.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, it's like
it's like
stylized.
It's like cinematic almost.
Cinematic.
it's crazy
how they do them now, and it's cool. And this one definitely has a really cool story. So again, it's DC, obviously. So if you're a big fan of the DC comics, big fan of story, like Injustice is a whole thing.
It ties even back to the first Injustice. So it's a continuation. The story they're not separate. They're like basically almost one big old story.
So I guess to summarize it based from the first one, the Joker ends up twisting Superman and then tricking him basically into killing Lois and their unborn child. Mm-hmm. So it kind of has almost like Old Man Logan type of thing where
dark,
they kills, where they kills. So basically, it breaks Superman. It emotionally takes him over the edge. He kills the Joker. He crosses that line that they always vowed never to cross. He does it.
Yeah, now he slowly believes the only way to deal with the criminal element is to eradicate them, basically kill him.
He doesn't.
And of course,
he doesn't go back. He crosses the line.
Batman, who he is completely against that. He doesn't feel killing is necessary.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing with the first one. So Superman starts his own regime. It's like basically a totalitarian type regime that they have to take down. They mess with interdimensional, bringing characters from other universe into it.
And Injustice 2 really
stop them.
Really spans off that.
Injustice 2, it starts off basically with on Krypton in the past, and it focuses on Kara Zor-El, who eventually obviously becomes Supergirl when she's on Earth. But it talks about the destruction of Krypton and Brainiac basically
being the main villain of this new game.
The main villain. He collects. That's his whole thing. Is he collects worlds, he collects cities, knowledge from everything, uploads it, and he's like a cybernetic basically like a cybernetic organism.
He's kind of like android, isn't he? Like part robot, part organic.
He's from the planet Kolu. Like it's basically his whole race of them is like that. So he basically goes through, collects everything he needs from the races of the planets, the knowledge, and then eradicates the planet.
Yeah.
So he does that with Krypton, and then it shows obviously them sending off baby Kal-El and Kara into their ships, and they kind of host the whole thing where Kara's ship gets knocked off course, Kal-El makes it to Earth, how they all know. And
she ends up showing up later.
Right.
But she stays young forever. Because when is she older?
She's in like she's older than Cal, but she goes into cryo sleep. So obviously
she ends up
Kal-El
being younger.
He grows up on Earth. Kara stays until she gets to Earth.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it kind of it got a quick cutscene back to the beginning of Injustice, like with Bruce and Damian. You know, Superman has just killed the Joker. He's on his way to Arkham Asylum to just lay down the law. So it does a little callback. Damian ends up joining Superman, kills Victor Zsasz.
Slits his throat right in front of Batman.
Yeah, Damian's a punk in this game.
I've never been a fan of that character, but
yeah, he's definitely cocky, raised by the League of Assassins. But yeah, he's definitely a punk in this game.
Yeah.
So, and then it cuts back later to what's going on, you know. Now, you know, they had stopped Superman. They have Superman in prison. Some characters are trying to redeem themselves who were on, like, the Flash and Green Lantern, who were on Superman's side in the first game, and then who tried to, like, redeem, you know, obviously realized it was wrong. The Flash is kind of, you know, Bruce gave the Flash a second chance. Hal Jordan had to work his way back from the Green Lantern, from the Guardians of the universe. But then it kind of starts with the Gorilla Grodd kind of causing trouble with people with like Scarecrow and Poison Ivy.
So they send,
because Grodd knows what's coming. Grodd's been in contact with Brainiac. He knows what's coming. He's working for Brainiac. So the heroes are basically at first trying to stop them.
Yeah, and the heroes at that point are Harley Quinn, who is now working with Batman.
Since the Joker died, you
see some internal struggles with her in the beginning of it.
And it's really
it's good.
In depth, it's good. Yeah. Really cool stuff with Harley Quinn. Great voice work.
Tara Strong, I believe.
And then
Green Arrow,
Green Arrow, and Diana, Black Canary.
Yeah, who's voice of Green Arrow
in the game?
Yeah.
Alan Tudyk? Was it Alan Tudyk?
Yeah. Dodgeball.
Yeah, Dodgeball, Case Red One. Yeah.
The pirate.
Steve the Pirate.
Steve the Pirate from Dodgeball. Yeah, he's the Green Arrow.
Versus Oliver Queen.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, so they're fighting, and then long story, Brainiac shows up on Earth, and it's just a whole thing. Brainiac's super powerful, he's got everything.
They need Superman, or they start to realize
that's the thing. They start to realize they need the people of Earth start to realize they kind of need free Superman. Like stuff is not good. What's happening? We're summarizing it a lot, but they end up freeing Superman. Have Superman's work together, and there's good moments in there with like Bruce and Kal-El talking to each other, like remembering old times, like remember how it used to be. Yeah, because like they're talking at the round, like the table, which is got like a cover over it, and then once like they have like a meeting and they leave, and Clark's like, you kept it. He's like, kept what? And then he pulls the sheet off, and it's the old Justice League round table, and he's like, forgot that was there, and then he goes off. But they have like these moments, and it's like because they were best friends, like It was a big thing with Clark going off to the dark side. Yeah. But they figure out how to beat with the help of Cyborg and Black Adam and the combination of like science and magic. They end up trying to break through Brainiac's shields. They infiltrate Brainiac's ship. They fight Brainiac. They beat him, and then that's kind of where there's a pivot. At the end of the story, it's a pivotal moment where you either choose, and you have to choose either Batman, you want to be Batman, or you want to be Superman. Yeah. Superman wants to kill Brainiac. Batman agrees that he needs to be stopped, but they haven't been able to save all of the cities that Brainiac took over. They save Gotham, they get Gotham back, but Metropolis, Coast City, they're all like still gone. They want to save them. And Clark is at the point where he's like, we can't do it, we just need to kill him, he's done. And so you choose it. So if you choose Batman, you end up going to the side where you basically now have to kind of fight everybody. You have to final showdown with Batman and Superman again.
Yeah. I thought that was a kind of cool ending. You get to pick
really cool, and you pick it, and then obviously.
And throughout the game, like throughout the story mode, you get to choose like different characters you fight as in different situations. So I kind of thought that was kind of cool too.
Yep. So it's cool. So it's different. You know, you choose Batman, you end up saving everything. You imprison Superman again, and if you don't choose the Superman side, Superman ends up kills Brainiac, absorbs Brainiac, so he becomes one with the ship, integrates with the ship. And integrates him, and then becomes he's like a Brainiac Superman kind of, and he enslaves. He's got Batman enslaved as like a Brainiac drone type of thing. He's got Kara imprisoned at this time. I guess Supergirl in prison. It's like a whole new regime again. Yeah. So that'll be interesting when they make Injustice 3. Yeah. How they're gonna start that story based off what.
Yeah. Exactly.
Do. Interesting. So, yeah, campaign's really cool, really fun. If you're not a fan of fighting games, you don't like fighting games, you're not going to play this, look it up on YouTube. Like, this story.
So it's been a while since I played this game. Or I take that, since I played the campaign mode. So when I first got it, I played to the story mode.
Right.
It was fun.
Yeah, 'cause it's been out, like, probably, it's a year or over a year
Yeah,
now?
a little over a year, I think. But anyway, so I wanted to look at the story again. It is...
about 3 hours long.
3.5 hours long, without any fighting scenes, just all all cutscenes. It's a cool story though. If you want a good like Justice League style story,
it turns out being really cinematic, flows really well. It's like watching a movie.
It's awesome.
So it's kind of cool. Check it out on YouTube if you don't like. If you're a fan of DC comedy, fan of the stories, but you don't like fighting games, like. Wow, watch them up. You probably find the first one too. I'm sure is on YouTube in a story mode type of thing.
I probably need to do that. But just getting back to what makes this game great. Like as far as fighting, if you are a fan of fighting games, then listen up because
this one I think is by far the best that they've made in the genre. Yeah. Just in terms of replayability,
what you can do with it. There's a farming aspect to it when it comes to armor, because like this game really took the different dimensional characters to another level.
Obviously in the DC universe there's 52 universes. It's a multiverse,
and so you have different armor that you can get for each character. Like I think it's like 5 different pieces you can get.
Yeah, 5 different pieces you can equip on your armor. It changes the look of all the characters.
So you got to customize your own character basically, and like the stats, and
look cool, the stats.
You can keep a certain stat while also changing the appearance to appearance you want. Say you like the stats of one item, but you like the appearance of another. You can basically combine them. So I thought that was kind of cool, and then.
And you level up the characters.
Like you level them up.
Level 1, you go now it's 30 is the level cap on the character. Like you level up characters.
And the
main obviously just like any fighting game, there's like the online aspect. You just fight online.
Yeah, there's online.
Fight in different ways, which is cool. You can fight them with your gear if they're going. You can fight people with gear, or you can just go tournament style,
like a base gear where you don't have any augmentations to your character. It's just whatever the default thing is for it. But the main thing is,
then there's, in terms of even just single player, there's the multiverse mode,
it's a game changer.
It
takes what Mortal Kombat did with the towers to a whole you were saying, or the playability you can do with the multiverse is insane.
It's just every day it just changes.
It is constantly changing,
and they do different things, like they modes.
Different armor.
It gives you incentivizes to play with different characters, to play because some objectives like you do this with this character, do this with that character, and so it just incentivizes you to try out all the characters,
and the lineup.
You incentives to stick with one character too, because there's like a legendary universe, and you like. For each character,
you can unlock a red legendary gear. And it's
very
hard to do.
A whole bunch of objectives, so it gives you incentives to play in depthly with one character, but then it gives you incentive to play with to test out all the characters.
Yeah, and just the roster in this game is
good. Great.
They DLC characters alone.
Really good DLC.
They have Ninja Turtles as a DLC, so awesome. That was mind blowing when I first saw that
the Ninja Turtles
trailer.
Hellboy in there.
Sub-Zero comes back.
Yeah,
Raiden.
they brought back, the first one brought back Scorpion as one of the DLC characters. They brought back Mortal. So in this one they did the same thing. They went with that's the one thing I didn't care much. They brought back 2.
Yeah, kind of a waste of a character slot. You could have did something else with that.
Sub-Zero was fine. It was cool. They brought Scorpion the first one, Sub-Zero, but then they brought Raiden,
who's basically like Black Adam. I don't know.
Yeah, but
they
2
fight
electric type characters. They brought Raiden. I mean, obviously they made it to where they made a skin with Raiden where you can be his Black Lightning. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, you can do that too. They have different. If like there's not a DLC character for it, but you can change the skins. Yeah. So like Captain Cold can become Mr. Freeze. Reverse Flash you can get from regular Flash.
And
Cheetah.
There's 2 Flashes. You can be Reverse Flash.
And like
the
vintage,
and then you can be the
like the 1940s Flash character.
Forget his name. Jay Garrick. Yeah. Jay Garrick's Flash.
You can looks like a construction worker.
He's got his little metal helmet. Yeah, it's that old.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's if you watch the CW Flash show, they have him in that show too, which is cool. But
yeah, but Ninja Turtles, you guys, like
Ninja
that.
Turtles
Dear God,
awesome.
You can be all 4 turtles. Like, they're each a different costume basically, but you get the fighting style of each one, so you don't lose anything.
Similar, so it's like you learn one character you can kind of play as all 4 of them, but then each of them has their own unique.
Yeah, they can be very, very different as well.
Yeah, and it's cool, man. It's just
like
I said, the multiverse, everything is different. They do quirks, little specialized around the holidays. They were like recently just had the 4th of July one, so they had a bunch of stuff
like fireworks and stuff going off while you're fighting.
Fireworks going on, and then there's like it heals your character, or
you can interfere with the match, which can be frustrating. We can also just add a whole new element to where you're not just fighting the same mundane fights over and over and over.
Man. The mechanics in this one is just.
It's smooth. I think it's just smooth. The best way to describe it is smooth. It flows so well. I love it.
Yeah, man.
It
is definitely like I've never played like I love fighting games. I've played them, but for most of them, like I play them for a good chunk of time, and then I kind of stop.
Yeah.
This one's over a year strong, and I play it like at least once, twice a week, like a few times a week.
Yeah, I played a lot.
Yeah, you played a lot. I'm getting that. Like there's still characters I haven't even tried yet.
Yeah,
there's still characters a couple ones, some of the villains.
Yeah, I kind of been stuck with Red Hood recently.
Yeah, strong with him, but like
that's my favorite character. He's so fun to play with, and just an awesome character. Jason Todd is such a cool character. If you guys don't know who Jason Todd is, the Red Hood, look him up.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome Batman character.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that's
who's your favorite character? Would you say to use?
In Injustice?
Yeah.
I think I've kind of went out to like Michaelangelo.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah, Michelangelo. Once the Turtles came out, it was Michelangelo.
Dude,
Donatello's also really cool.
So is Raph. They're all really
they're all awesome. Raph, I was like, because Raph is my favorite turtle of the 4, and I wanted to be him, but his style is more of like a parry. Type person, kind of like Red Hood, and I'm not good at parry characters, man. I suck so bad at trying to parry. So I wanted Raph to be like my main guy.
Dude, just work at it.
It takes time. I'm sure I can. That's true. But Michelangelo, I adapted.
I like using Mikey as well.
I like his B power, like his little skateboard.
Oh yeah, there's another thing you can do to your characters too. You can change their movesets too. You have you can unlock different abilities. They're called.
And that was they brought that over from the first one. They had that in the first one too.
Yeah, I think it's awesome to do that in a fighting game where you can kind of customize.
Was really similar to Red Hood's
with
the electric. The electric type thing. I think they made that with her in that one, and but they brought that back. But yeah, man, it's just say you level up your character. It's just so much incentive to just replay this.
Yeah, and it's a fun game. Like we said, like what is known. If you're not good at a game, you probably won't like it. But if you actually take the time and get good at this game, there's no reason why you shouldn't enjoy it. There's so much playability, so much different things you could do. The characters are awesome. They're all very, very different and unique. Yeah. They have Ninja Turtles.
Yep. And just I think lately I've just been playing Deadshot. Deadshot kind of. He seems kind of cool and cheap.
Yeah, he's definitely a spammy type character.
Spam his guns, but
even Darkseid,
I tried playing Darkseid. I wasn't feeling him. Like But yeah, like, I'm still, like I said, there's still characters I still haven't played, so there's still incentive for me to keep playing this game. So
it's a lot of fun, you guys.
It's fun.
Check it out if you like fighting games. If you don't like fighting games and wanting to get into one, make this one the one you get into.
It could be a good one to to definitely learn. I'm looking forward to whatever they do with Injustice 3.
I'm nervous actually, because my favorite character, like I said, is the Red Hood. He's a DLC character, so I don't know if he'll actually be in the new game. So that's what kind of sucks with these kind of rosters, is you lose characters as it goes on. So like if you were a huge Nightwing fan in the first one, you unfortunately don't get Nightwing in this one. You do get Robin, but yeah, that's my only fear with the new one coming out. Is I put so much. Maybe I could just find a new character in that one that I'm good with.
They can even bring back characters from the first. Bring back Deathstroke. Deathstroke was in the first one. They brought so I mean, there's who knows? There's a lot of stuff they can do.
Yeah, for sure.
But the story's great. So if, like I said,
campaign mode's fun. If you guys want to check out the story on YouTube, it's up there.
It's cool.
If you want to take 3 hours out of your day to watch it, definitely put in the time.
But yeah, like I said, Injustice 2, man.
Alright, guys. Game. Yeah, let us know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and any comments you guys want to make, don't forget to put it below.
Yeah, sure. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, see you later.